Morning guys, it is the day after Boxing Day. So I've had 4 days off work so far, and Merry Christmas to you all belatedly. So my 4 days off work have been the day before Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day, and I get you a little bit caught up. I've done nothing in the garden, well, almost nothing. So we do our Christmas dinner here in this house on Christmas Eve. So the day before Christmas Eve, which was my first day off, was pretty much Christmas Eve, and it was food prep, last minute shopping, all those kinds of things, wrapping presents. I've got some amazing presents for Christmas as well. I'll talk to you all about that a little bit later. And then Christmas Eve, we had people in our house. I cooked, not for as many as usual, just for about 10. And we've got a ridiculous amount of leftovers. And then on Christmas Day, we travel to my in-laws and we have Christmas Day all over again, Christmas dinner all over again. And then Boxing Day, I did absolutely nothing. And it was lovely. So today is the first day after Boxing Day, and we're going to start doing some things again. I'm going to be going outside, bringing you with me. So today and tomorrow, I've got lots and lots of chickens that I'm going to be butchering. I've also got a fair bit of cooking to do with like leftovers and stuff. Let me show you some of our leftovers. So this is all our leftover veg, or some of it. We've got some swede and carrot mash in there, a pulled pork. So we cook a ham at Christmas like a lot of people do, only I cooked a pork shoulder thinking it was a ham. So we've got a little pulled pork that we didn't need. So I'll have to do something with that. The trimmings, sausage meat, stuffing, bread sauce. And just there is our ham that I've also cooked. So today we're going to be using up a lot of those ingredients. We're going to be making a turkey pie. We're also going to be making a tagliatelle, which I do every year. It's a bit of a tradition. And our leftover turkey is down here, and there's our spuds. So over Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and Boxing Day, my daughter had, I think, Jackie, 5 roast dinners in a row. She had it for lunch and dinner on Christmas Eve, lunch and dinner on Christmas Day, and then she had it again on Boxing Day. But we're all big fans of roast dinners here. We've all had at least 3, I think. So we'll be having another 1 or 2 over the next few days. Turkey sandwiches, all of those good things. But also, like I say, we're going to make a nice tagliatelle carbonara with that turkey and the ham. And we're also going to make a turkey pie. So that's my cooking for the day. And the rest of the stuff I'll be doing will be outside, I think. And my wife's made cookies. So that'll be pudding. So for the tagliatelle, I'm not going to show you everything I'm doing, but it's really, really simple. I like it to have leek in it at this time of year. So we're gonna fry off some leek instead of onions, and then we're just gonna add garlic, cream, cheese, ham, turkey. Pretty much simple as that. And I'm gonna be using ham fat for cooking them in that we've saved. I'm adding basil. I normally wouldn't add it this early, but don't be mistaken by the pot. This is basil from our garden, and where we've dried it ourselves, it's got a few bigger clumps in it and a few bits that are a bit more stemmy than perhaps the stuff you'd buy in the supermarket. So I like it to have a little bit extra cooking time, and that's it. That's all I'm adding to this now. So the only things that I've done, like I say, starting with the leek, just lightly fried that off to soften it, added some garlic, ham, turkey, then cream, milk, grated cheese. Now, normally I'd use my goat's cheese. I've got a lot of cheddar in the fridge for Christmas, so we've grated some cheddar, put that in, and then some basil and a little bit of oregano. That's it, done. And I've made a massive batch, so I'm going to use this as the base for the tagliatelle, and I'm also going to use it as the filling for the pies. That's it all done. So now I'm going to roll out some pastry. We're going to do 2 different types of pie. We're going to do pie with a pastry on the outside, and we're also going to do pie just topped with spuds. And I'm not going to bother doing mashed potato. The worst thing about mashed potato, it's not impossible, but the hardest thing about mashed potato when you're doing a pie with a wet base is getting the mashed potato even on the top, because you start putting it on and it sort of sinks in, doesn't it? Now I've got a piping bag that I could do it with, but it's just a bit of a faff. So all I'm going to do is just thinly slice some potatoes and lay them on top, and they'll cook in the oven when the rest of the pie goes in. And I'm very, very lucky because when Jackie's parents have ready meals, they wash up and save us the tins. So we can use these to make our pies in. And we're gonna make at least these 4, maybe some more. I'll see what else I've got. And the rest is gonna be our tagliatelle. We're gonna use the same sauce for everything. So I'm just going to slice the spuds now to go on top of the other pies. But I thought, while I do that, we could have a little chat and let you know what I got for Christmas. So among other things, I got this t-shirt that I'm wearing. That was a gift from a couple of our Patreons, Alex and Karen Todd from the Net Zero Homestead. Thank you so much for that. What else? I got all of the usual bits and bobs. Socks and chocolates. We've been eating an awful amount of chocolate over the last few days, I have to say. But I also got from my wife, my main present. She got me 3, no less, courses. So I'm going on an intensive sausage making course. I'm going on a fermenting masterclass course. And I'm also going on a baking and sourdough course. So I'm really, really thrilled about that, and that will be over the course of the next few months. I think 2 of them I've got a date for, and the 3rd one I have to kind of arrange it with the organizer, but super, super excited about that. You might remember that was the one thing that I really sort of asked for and was hoping to get. So I'm just going to lay these on the top, just these thin slices of potato, and that's going to finish our second pies. And that's going to be then all of our meat leftovers dealt with. So we've made 4 pies, 2 pastry pies and 2 potato pies, and we've also made lots and lots of that sauce left over, which tonight for tea we're going to cook just some tagliatelle pasta and have that like a carbonara. So really happy. And next up on my list, we're going to get this done, and then I'm going to go out and start dealing with those hens. Now, well, say hens, cocks. So if you've got hens, if you've got your own breeding program and you're breeding hens, then you're going to have excess cockbirds. And of course, we like to harvest ours for the freezer. The big Brahmas, they're a really, really good size. And I'm actually, because I've got some time now, I'm not back at work for nearly another week, so I've got some time to actually do a bit more with them than I usually would. So I'm going to pluck some of them, and what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make a separate video. It's been asked for several times. Can you hear our washing machine? It's on its way out. I've been asked for several times a chicken processing video, and I've been kind of reluctant to do it, kept away from it, and I think I'm finally ready. So I think over the next, because I've got the time, as much as anything else, it's really difficult to make those videos. When you're handling carcasses and you've got blood and stuff all over your fingers, it's really difficult to manipulate the camera, take the time to change the angle and all those kinds of things. But I think tomorrow I'm going to, because I'm going to be doing these birds over the course of 2 days, I'm going to make a dedicated video all about how I process our hens, our cocks, and we will cover everything: the slaughter, plucking, skinning, storage, everything. And that might take a little while to come out because there's quite a lot of work involved in that, doing the editing, I think. So because there's going to be quite a lot of excess footage where I'm not going to be starting and stopping the camera all the time. But over the next few days, you can expect to see that one. Right, just about finished my pies, and these I think are going to go straight in the freezer. Done. That's all the cooking done for today now. Just got to cook the pasta a bit later to go with the sauce, but that's it. Lots of pies in the fridge, all the leftovers kind of dealt with, which is nice. You know how much I hate waste. I've also had for my lunch a roast dinner, a leftover roast dinner with some of the veggies, and oh, it was awesome. And now my wife and I are going to quickly go and take the dogs for a walk, and then when I come back it'll be dealing with those cockbirds. So we're back from walking the dogs. I've got a couple of hens that I'm going to butcher shortly. We've slaughtered them. We're going to go and butcher them shortly. And again, like I say, tomorrow I'll do a proper video about that whole process, and I'll go into quite a lot of detail. It'll be quite graphic, so you know, I won't feel bad if some of you don't want to watch it or you want to skip part of that. Just thought I'd let the goats say Merry Christmas because you've not seen them for a little while either. All right, my lovely. How are we doing? You are filthy, Sydney. What have you been up to? But it's just started raining, which is just my luck. Just come outside. But I'm going to get on with these birds now, and then that'll wrap this video up, I think. I'm not going to bother sharing any of this because tomorrow, like I said, I'll do a proper in-depth video, and I'll cover how to slaughter without any equipment. I'll cover how to pluck if you want to pluck. I'll cover how to butcher, I'll cover how to eviscerate, I'll cover all those topics, what to do with the bird once you've butchered it. Everything will be covered in that video. It's something we've done a fair bit of now. I don't consider myself to be an expert, but I'm getting there. I'm getting much, much better, much quicker all the time. And for me, it has to be painless for the birds, stress-free. So that's at the heart of everything we do when we're butchering animals. But we've got a load more cocks in there. We've got another, I don't know how many, 8 or 10. So be a fairly busy day tomorrow doing all of those, but then they'll be done. That'll be a really good job off the list. And I'll catch up with you guys really soon. Like I said, it might take me a day or two to get that one edited, but it'll be on the way. Anyway, nice to catch up with you guys. Thanks for spending some time with me today. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And I'll see you again before the new year. Cheers. Bye-bye.